Yeah. So how to maximize the use of it for our purpose, the iPad?
Well, just in my experience that last year we had a shared program. So the class would share iPads, but this year all of our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, the school bought iPads for each of them and issued them, and they treat it as their own. The teachers tell them what apps to take, and everybody now has their own login names and their own accounts, so everything is theirs, but they completely use it. For example, one of my favorites that's very simple is called Notability, and basically it just takes any paper and it makes it into an electronic version. So when I have a worksheet that I want the students to do, I just I save it as a PDF, and then I put it in Notability, and I send it to them, and then they fill in the answers, and they send it back to me, and then I take a red pen on the iPad, that Notability, and I correct it, and then I send it back to them, so there's no paper involved. It's pretty amazing. But the other thing I was saying is, Apple and all of the iPad apps are now so sophisticated that even programs that used to be Web 2.0 tools on the internet, for example, VoiceThread, I can't think, Prezi, there's many that the iPad app is much, Skype, they're much easier to use on the iPad than they are on a regular computer. So I think it's very beneficial. And I can't think of all the, I have the other thing is, I was saying that Jennifer Williams and we presented at a conference last November, actually 2 conferences, about how to use different Web 2.0 tools and iPad apps to help with global projects, doing virtual collaborations with students as young as kindergarten. It's incredible. So, and I can give you I can send you a web link. You can hear our conference. It's recorded, so you could listen to it. It's about an hour.
Oh, please do that. Yeah,
and I can send that to you.
And
we have it has the PowerPoint slides that talk about everything, and as we're talking about it, you see it. So,
one more favor to ask you.
Sure.
Tell me about the strength of your school.
Oh, it's number 1. Actually, here at the, other than Ghana, we have the most student delegates at this International Model UN. We brought 26 students, so we're the 2nd biggest delegation here. Our students, our school is called Country Day World
Did you say Dana in Massachusetts? Dana School? No.
We have the biggest delegation of students here at the International Model UN.
So why you have been doing this? What is the benefit, major benefit from this?
We're because we're very interested in international education and meeting people such as yourselves and connecting the students with students from around the world. So we thought this would be a great place to collaborate and have students collaborate with other people. We pride ourselves on being very globally minded. Every year our students take an international trip. Tonight, I think 14 students are headed to Russia for a week for an international trip. In our middle school, it's very small. There's only about 41 students in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, but they're very mighty. So they're strong. But again, speaking about the international trips, we went to Beijing, China last year and formed a relationship with a school outside of, or in Shanghai. And then the year before that, we took students to Costa Rica. The year before that, they went to Spain. So every year they take an international trip. But we just keep trying to figure out ways to be involved in global projects. I'm one of the people that heads that up. But so there's something called Flat Classroom that we belong to that group, and they have projects set up, and we have children as young as kindergarten age doing global collaborations and creating projects with
starting from kindergarten age to up to.
Our school starts at 2 years old, and it goes to 8th grade.
Through 8.
And it's going to start with 1-year-olds next year. So, but
1 year old.
yes, but with the technology, I'd say we start with kindergarten. and go up. So
How is the history of your school? How old?
we are actually from 2 years old through 3rd grade is a Montessori school, and then from 3rd grade through 8th grade, it's a preparatory school. So our school started completely as a Montessori school.
So when was it founded?
That's a good question. I think 1960,
approximately.
maybe 1960. So it's pretty well established.
Yeah.
And what's really neat about our school too is we're on. It's a very large school and it's spread out. I don't know if it's 14 acres, but we have lots of little buildings, and we have stables there too. The kids take horse riding classes during PE classes if they like. You should see our new building. We just built a new middle school building that's very state of the art. We have Apple TVs in every single classroom. In my classroom, the Apple TV is lined up with, or is outfitted with a mini Mac. So mine is a computer. We are putting in collaboration stations so that they can work on and do such things as these global projects. We put in the tanks. We're going to have in our science lab, it's going to have sharks and stingrays where the kids can touch it, and the kids are going to totally take care of all the aquarium. We also have a black box theater. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a very, let me see, Ted, do you have a moment, or are you trying to get to something? I'm trying to get
조장 선생님.
I'm giving the history of the school, but I don't know it completely. When did we start?
Well, the school was founded in 1974.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, 1974.
And then we took it over in 98. And then we grew it, and we added 14 acres.
14 acres.
And we have a lot of unique things with we have animals. We have a small animal farm, equestrian facility. And then we added the new World School.
That's what I was just talking about, the different classrooms. Mentioned the black box theater, the Apple TVs in every room, the STEM lab with the tanks for the wildlife is being set up right now.
And
our collaboration.
your talk to us inspired me to think of another idea, if it's feasible enough, according to which we can exchange the students for a brief period of time from your school, outbound,
Of course.
inbound, from Korea, so they can experience different culture.
We would love that.
Yeah, we can pursue the idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the visas are so much easier when they're short visits.
Maybe 1 week or 10
Yes.
days or even
Yes.
2 weeks, or during a vacation or even
That's
academic
what-
years.
That's
Yes.
what we were looking at, because when are your students off? Our students are off during our summer. Is
Sometime
June,
July.
a little bit of August.
July for 3 months, 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
For 1 month, not 2 months.
1 month.
Yeah, 1 month.
Yeah.
In Korean, the school is period, the vacation period is very
Short.
short.
And they can stay a homestay. We mutually can accommodate each
Around
other.
the-
Right.
Yeah, so they don't have to pay extra at hotel.
Right. Right.
They can mingle with
Right.
the.
Yes, and more authentic. And
More authentic. Authenticity is the essence.
yes, it is.
Yeah, around, I think the school start the vacation is July 28th something.
Okay.
We were researching also. We wanted to do a STEM summit, which is a science, technology, engineering, math, and we were going to contact our local, the city of Largo, where we live, because they actually have funding for bringing tourism in. So we were going to try to set up an educational trip where they help offset some of the costs if families wanted to come with their students for room and staying at nearby hotels and making it very economical. So
Yes.
that's all. We're working out the details, but those were all possibilities also.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
were hoping that would be about a week, or depending on if we add on some tourism aspects to it, but it could be between 4 days to a week and a half
Yes.
of educational activities for the students, and also families could enjoy where we are, because we're right on the beaches of Florida.
Sounds like she is a big asset to your school.
Yes.
She's